He's got a rifle. He's got a rifle. Shots fired! Shots fired!
2 Wisconsin police officers are shot and killed after pulling over a suspect wanted for missing child support payments. Officials now calling him the epitome of evil.
Ready? Good. Okay. We're approaching. Yeah, we see it. All right, it's on his left.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice released dozens of photos and videos to Law and Crime Network showing what led up to the deadly shooting on April 8th. It happened in Barron County, about 2 hours east of Minneapolis. Chautauqua Police Officer Emily Breidenbach and Cameron Police Officer Hunter Scheel pulled over an SUV driven by 50-year-old Glenn Douglas Perry. Perry was armed with a rifle.
Both officers are down. He's set up with a rifle.
327 Baron, I'm only copying parts. Is he still on scene?
327, we have two officers down. He is set up with a rifle.
Prior to the shooting, officials say Perry was displaying concerning behavior after a messy divorce. In an interview post-shooting, Perry's ex-wife told officials she believed he was bipolar and schizophrenic. She also noted he had multiple guns. In an interview with detectives, Perry's son said he, quote, talks pretty bad about cops. His son also noted Perry, quote, trains to kill them, more or less, with a gun range built on his property. Just days before the shooting on March 30th, a civil bench warrant was issued for Perry after he went months without paying child support. Just 1 day before the shooting, the Barron County Sheriff sent out a warning email about Perry's concerning behavior and mental health issues. The email instructed law enforcement officers to use, quote, extreme caution if approaching Perry as he carried a handgun at all times.
327, we have two officers down. He is set up with a rifle.
According to a report by the Barron County District Attorney, 32-year-old Officer Emily Breidenbach stopped Perry's vehicle on April 8th during a routine patrol shift. Breidenbach did not immediately pull him over because of the recent warning email. Instead, she called for backup. 23-year-old Officer Hunter Scheel responded. Scheel's body camera footage shows the first moments of the traffic stop. The Barron County DA's report states that Breidenbach called out commands to Perry after she pulled him over. Nearly immediately, he grabbed an AR-15 and began firing.
He's got a rifle. He's got a rifle. Shots fired! Shots fired! Officer down! Officer down! Officer down!
Scheel can be heard putting out a shots fired call before his body camera video shows him falling to the ground. After this, a call for backup comes out across radio traffic.
Down, officer down! Officer down!
The rifle. He's got a rifle. Shots fired.
Down, officer down! Officer down!
A 911 call also comes in from a witness nearby.
Barron County 911, where is your emergency?
Hi, I'm actually just sitting here. I ended up pulling over because I saw a dog in the middle of the road, and then all of a sudden I see an officer down and a gentleman on the ground. Looks like he's bleeding on his leg and a rifle on the ground as well.
Quickly, a call goes out for emergency responders.
Barron County Sheriff's Department paging Mayo Clinic ambulance. You requested Highway 8 SS for an officer-involved shooting. Time is 15:39. 10-4, copy.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, Kwahala, Yahweh, Bashem, Yashar, Bashem, Kwakadash. Double honest that the apostles a great millstone. Shalom to the Akim out there in the highways and byways, noise in this road abroad. All around the world through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. So what happened was what you just seen was, Esau against Esau. Edomite was being pulled over due to missing child support payments, and pretty much he just lost it. He had it because he knew what it was pulling him over for. And he just couldn't take it no more. He couldn't take being oppressed, by his own people. But that's just the curses really being pursued against our enemies. So what he did was he pulled out an AR-15 and decided to kill those two police officers, which were his own people. Rather than just handling the situation or dealing with it, he took it upon himself to take them out. And these are just, this is just the beginning of, Esau's downfall, all the curses being brought upon our enemies. Because you know that a country is divided when your own people is rising up against you or comes up against you. And it states right here in the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25. And I'm gonna read it. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself shall be brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. You see? So if you have situations like this, your kingdom is on the downfall. And there's going to be more situations like this, when as time goes on, because, you're going to have more evils like this, or more Edomites, rising up against their own self because of the wickedness of this society, the oppression that, the Israelites, the so-called black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native and Seminole Indian man had to deal with is now falling upon our enemies now. So they got to deal with the same oppression, And these Edomites, they just taking it, they just taking matters into their own hands. They're not having this. They're not having it, and they're ready to go all out, just like you saw this Edomite did just now with these two officers. Pretty much took them both out, just like that. Then eventually he ended up dying himself, but that just goes to show you the power of the Lord, So let me read this again one more time. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself, it shall be brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then shall his kingdom stand? And if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. So, we already seeing that this kingdom, Esau's kingdom, is already fallen. And it's already being brought down. buy away these tracks and buy away these things. And you're gonna see more incidents like this too. You know, it's not gonna stop there. You know, you're gonna see more incidences like this. You know, it's only gonna just get worse. But this is how we know that we're at the end. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon our enemies, and on them that hate thee, which pursue thee. So all these curses now is being put upon our enemies, slowly but surely. You know, we're already seeing these curses already pursuing our enemies, already catching up to our enemies now. So let me read that again. And all the Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon our enemies and them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. You see? So these curses are slowly being lifted up off of us and being put upon our enemies now. You know. But these curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, will be in full effect upon our enemies when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes and brings them down, and we put them in slavery. You know, that's when they will feel the full blown weight of these curses. You know, when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back and takes them down and takes them out of rulership, and they be put in slavery. You know. But like I said, you know, a little while ago, you know, there's gonna be more incidences like this. You know, you're gonna have more Edomites rise up and start taking matters into their own hands. And, you know, that's just gonna be that. But that's all I have to say right now. I'm gonna give all praises and glories to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Ba'Shem Kwakadash. Shalom.